The paranormal is real. Is it? The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? I know that the paranormal is real. Listen. The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it?
Oh shit. Nope, nope. It's all good. Y'all aren't being heard any fucking way. One sec. I'm so good at this stuff. I'm just the bestest. I did. Uh-huh. One moment, and you'll be able to hear the rest of the crew. Start speaking, bitches.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
No.
Hello and welcome
Don't
to
tell me what
our.
to do.
Hi.
There we go. Fixed it.
All right. Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Revival. This is our first mini campaign that we're trying to do. Try out a variety of different tabletop RPGs. I am the keeper or dungeon master this week. My name is Brett. Say hello to everyone else. Say hi, friends.
Hello, friends.
Hi, friends.
Thank you. I love the random assortment of greetings. For those of you that were here last week, Monster of the Week is a fun little game that is similar to an episode of Supernatural or Buffy the Vampire Slayer. A monster attacks, a ragtag team of friends will try and solve the case, or sometimes ex-lovers, shell shock victims, or even some undead ourselves. This game is about more puzzle solving and deductive reasoning, and not so much kill everything with fireball. That doesn't mean fireballs can't happen. They're just less likely. And with this particular hunt, there is a way to actually communicate with the creature, depending on when they're able to actually get the hunt started. Where we left off last week, our friend Minerva here, their roommate was chomped in half. Chomp chomp.
Nom.
And they're trying to get information about that. I love how I do physical representations and I'm just heckled by my peers.
No.
It's great.
No, I saw Tony do it and I was like, why?
No,
Joining
did.
in. That was not heckling. That was helping. Chop,
Helping.
chop.
I
game
have the
with
attention
children.
span of a toddler tonight. I'm so sorry.
Investigations have begun. Some locals were questioned to try to find information, and some mines were delved into. At the current moment, the party's trying to decide to let Minerva or the mundane be aware if monsters are real or not, because they're the only person in this group that doesn't see the unseen. But everyone else has a different reason for doing so. Why don't we do a little bit of a character introduction before I jump right into it completely? Let's start to my left with Tony.
Hello. I'm Tony. I'm playing Sage Maldonado, a they/them of a lighthouse keeper, who is absolutely the key to all of this. Somehow is the hub of the wheel here, connecting a lot of these folks. And Sage maybe has some secrets, but they definitely do have an ex-spouse, and a shell-shocked friend, and a roommate, and a niece who are in this group. Sage is likes to wear sort of large overalls, and a blue and white striped shirt. And when they're giving tours, they will actually also wear their housekeeper's hat, which is much like a train conductor hat or a dark captain's hat. They're not wearing it on this morning's adventure, but they like to.
Thank you. Why don't you hot potato it to someone else?
Hot potato. Let's go to shell shock victim number 1.
I'm assuming that's going to be Carl. Hi, I'm going to be playing Carl. They. Shell shock victim number 1 is fairly apt description. They've got a list of issues and diagnoses. Among them is that Carl sees things that are sometimes there, they're sometimes not, and usually nobody else can see them. I'm going to throw that to Darkness.
Hello, I am playing Deidre Phoenix, the lovely ex-wife who has a drug problem. I say drug problem, but it's a magic problem. So that is how she can see all of this stuff and kind of got dragged into it. She's trying to find the next fix, basically. So yeah, she's the hex of the group, and I'm excited to really learn how to play it. Onward to let's go to the bright.
Me. I am playing Jolene Strata, which is also a monstrous, is the class that she is, and she is actually a ghost. She has been somewhat living adjacently to Sage and everything, so I've become acquainted through that, and been helping out with the lighthouse and the mystery shack that they got going on there. So, um, but yeah, it's gonna be coolio. And then I shall pass it back to Blood wherever they are.
Hello. Yeah, I am playing Minerva Wilson, the mundane, who knows absolutely nothing except for my roommate got munched by something. Um, and apparently I trust all of my friends here who would never lie to me and tell me things that aren't true or leave me out of the loop of very important things whatsoever.
It could be a
Sage is
land
your-
shark.
For the
It's
record,
for your sanity.
Sage is your uncle, not
Uncle.
your friend.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I would say
That's
that
valid, that's
Deidre
valid.
is also kind of in that upper, was once your aunt.
Zoinks.
So,
And Carl's
safety.
Carl's Carl.
Carl.
So how dare you loop me in with everyone?
I mean, to be fair, Jolene is also in that kind of like, we just happen to be nearby and
So
can't get rid
I
of
went
me.
to my uncle, and
what we're
they
telling
decided to not
Minerva
tell
is you
me.
have no friends here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we've all been like, friend is a strong word here.
Well, that's the end of the session. Thanks, guys. I guess that's the
Tolerate.
moral to the story.
We tolerate them. It's
Do you
fine.
consider your direct family to be friends?
No,
Do you consider your direct family's exes to be your friends?
I don't consider you guys to be my friends.
Sometimes,
Ooh.
but that's another story.
Damn, Brett. Can't believe
But
that's
yeah,
done.
so I am a friendless mess in a horror film. It's fine.
It's amazing you've lived this long.
Give it a
But
sec.
yeah, but you guys have left Tony, the Lich's Bakery, slash deli. Kind of discussing what was seen through the recording, and the 5-minute pause that was in the security footage. Apparently Carl is leading the way.
One second. I think audio just cut again. Audio just cut on stream for some reason, and I just got it rehooked. I am going to fucking scream! Ah. Just do it. Alright, apparently my Spotify is acting up, and every 2 seconds it's killing my speaker, so I'm just gonna go ahead and...
So,
Oh, now they can hear. I'm just gonna have to be pushed to talk tonight.
the
Oh, Blood, we can see all of that.
Yep, give me a sec. There we go. And then retry this. Oh.
we good?
I put on too much lotion.
Yes, we are good.
Well, Brett, if you were watching our
We're good.
stream, you would see.
I am watching our.
God,
Wow.
why are we
I
such
don't
a
have to be if
mess?
I don't want to.
No,
Where is my thingy?
I'm teasing you, I promise.
My feelings.
I'm gonna kick us to be right back. One sec.
paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? I know that the paranormal is real. Listen. The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? Is it? The paranormal is real. It is
This
real.
content is for 18+ mature audiences only. Expect explicit
paranormal is
language,
real.
violence, and potentially unpleasant descriptions. Take breaks
Is
if
it?
needed for your mental health because your well-being matters. Now, please welcome the cast and crew of the Wednesday Night Revival.
Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Revival. This is session 2 of the Monster Week mini campaign that we're doing. Say hello, friends, and we shall get started.
Hello,
Hello.
friends.
Hi, Frank.
To kind of give a recap on what Monster Week is, it is a 2d6 puzzle solving slash deductive reasoning mystery. Their objective is to find out what the monster is and try to resolve it or give it closure in some way. It can be violent or non-violently. It's up to the party and the skills they have. Speaking of characters, if it's okay with my lovely friends, I'll kind of give a brief rundown of your characters so we can pick it up. Any objections, complaints, concerns?
Nope. Go for it.
Thank you. Our lovely Bloodlust King, who's been running tech with us, thank you for doing that, by the way, we appreciate that, is playing Minerva Wilson, the Mundane. The class that is very much the Neville Longbottom of the campaign.
Ta-da!
Next up would be Darkness, who is playing Deidre Phoenix, who is playing the Hex, which is someone that has in a rapture with the magic or the arcane of this world. It'll go great. Nothing wrong with that or bad. Then we have Jolene Strada, who is the Spooky, a half ghost. Think Danny Phantom almost, but much sweeter? Question mark? Who knows? And then we have Carl, who is the weirdo. That's not right. The Spooky. But the character is a weirdo.
Wow.
Nah, the person who's playing them is a bigger weirdo. But also,
Why
There's
not
weirdos
both?
all over. It's fine.
why not do
Porque no los dos?
Okay, no, those knows.
And the last person, played by Tony, is... Why is my... Sage... I'm gonna butcher your last name, I'm so sorry.
Maldonado.
Maldonado, that, who's
Just say it
playing...
with the accent and you're all good.
Maldonado, yeah. Playing
Maldonado.
the Pyromantic. Which has not come into effect yet, but he does run a little spooky attraction. Or they run a little spooky attraction. I need to work on that. Spooky attraction. What happened to start this hunt off in the first place was Minerva's roommate was munched. Jaw style little, yes, was munched. They won't get that reference because this first part's going to be cut out. And but
What first part? There's no first part. I didn't fuck up.
That
This
wasn't
is the
a
first
reference.
part. What are you
Brad.
talking about?
that wasn't a reference. Oh,
What sort of weird ass Groundhog Day shit are you talking about?
That says confusing things every now and then, guys.
yeah. There is no war in Boston, say.
Brain is braining.
Brain is braining. And
What
the
brain?
party has come together in a mix match way, whether it be someone taking the morning jog to try to, calm down and seeing someone face to the floor, to trying to lick up the residue magic that came off the corpse from the victim of the monster.
Don't sound so disgusted.
I don't sound disgusted. It's just it happened.
Are you licking corpse goo?
Yes.
That's kind of goo.
No, just the powder around it. It's fine.
I think it was still goo.
That was powder.
Oh.
Yeah, you weren't
Who are
there.
you to tell us what it was?
God, or keeper in this case. But the party was able to try to gather some intel, or attempted to do so, from Tony the Lich at Bakery, where they're able to get a bit of context at what it might be. Minerva even looking at some of the modern technology as surveillance cameras and noticing a large gap in the footage. Carl, doing some of his spooky things, was able to get some more information from the memory of the footage, thanks to whatever happened to poor Carl. everyone is now leaving the bakery and deciding what to do next. So, my friends, what would you like to do?
As we leave the bakery, I know that Jolene wanted to. Actually, Jolene's gonna go to Sage real quick. And just be like, hey, can I pull you aside real quick?
Yeah, Jolene.
Okay, cool. And I'll like kind of separate from the pack, and she's just gonna whisper and just go, I think it's time to tell. We tell her. I think it's time to tell them.
Which them or her are we talking? And about which
Your
thing?
niece, Minerva. I feel you didn't see her back there. Looking at that footage, it was like she's so stressed out, and there's nothing else that can explain what it was. I know this is really stressful, and that's why I wanted to talk to you about it, because she's your niece, not mine. But
There's Jolene, you know this as well as I do. There's so much dangerous about this world. I mean, obviously, so much dangerous about this world. I used to feel so much more safe before I knew. I don't want to take that away from Minerva.
I understand that. But right now, she doesn't feel safe, and she's scared. And you, of all people, know this. Because if it can happen to a roommate, it can happen to anyone. I mean, look at me. It happened to me at some point.
Yeah, it did.
I just wanted to talk to you about it because it's gonna come up, and especially with this.
Are we okay? If we're telling Minerva's not that great at keeping secrets.
I think it's also time we tell Carl too, because I
felt guilty
feel
about
like
Carl all day too.
I when you tossed the clothes at me and then I saw him, I it's been long enough, and you know what? I feel like he kind of like got a vibe at some point, and
A vibe?
almost like they already know. It's really odd to describe, but like
Carl did say they saw someone matching your description, glitching through the earth.
yeah,
Probably. Carl's not dumb.
I know.
Some people think that Carl's dumb. Carl's not dumb.
He's not dumb at all. So I think
Carl is has been beat up by the world a little bit.
yeah.
The kind of stuff I'm trying to keep Minerva from. Fine.
And I feel
okay.
like D already knows. So I feel like it's not
Yeah,
going to come as a surprise.
D is way too deep into all of this shit. That's fucking scary.
A little bit, but could be helpful. Can be
Saw
used.
her like snorting the ground after a dead person was there. That's not normal. We got to find something out about that, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's the next thing. But first things
Should
first.
we have just like a team huddle and just tell, or do we one by one them?
I think it's better just to rip the band-aid off with everyone. If we can go back to the Spookmobile, I think that's a good kind of private-ish place, and it's not far away. So
Yeah. I mean, if we can get Minerva on the Spookmobile.
I think I can.
Could you refresh the audience what the Spookmobile is? I'm sorry to break
Yeah,
character.
absolutely. The Spookmobile is the best thing about this game. The Spookmobile is an old it is an old shorter bus. It's not a full size bus. I don't know what the term is other than short bus. I hate calling it the short bus, but it is.
I mean, I believe minibus is a term.
Is it minibus? I would love for that to be the term.
Minibus is a thing.
I'm gonna call it a minibus from now on. I hope that's not a different thing.
Or a mini coach is what it's called.
That seems super fancy. A mini school bus. and the one that could fit maybe 15 to 20 folks, right?
Yeah.
And it is sort of hokily bedecked out with some spider legs, I think we said last time, like ghost iconography, and I think Sage's spooky ghost tours, and then the word spookmobile across the side. And this is, of course, the vehicle that Sage uses to take people on ghost tours and make their living. So, yeah, we can absolutely. Let's okay. Hey, everybody. Wait. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because it's too late. Let's get onto the spookmobile. We gotta for a little huddle. Little huddle.
Little
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 huddle.
huddle.
I mean,
I mean,
we could still look at other shots because, like, if
Just get on the spookmobile, Minerva.
I
Just
would
for a
rather
minute.
walk through
We're not-
lava.
Why?
so, like,
Minerva.
Why? I don't see anybody here that's
So
your age.
gaudy.
Come on.
But I have something really important I want to share with you, and I need it to be done privately.
You're lucky you're my favorite. Stomp, 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 stomp.
So we all are on the bus.
am I supposed to be in the
Yes.
huddle?
Yes, Carl,
Yes.
come with us.
Oh,
You're
okay.
part of everybody, Carl.
Okay.
Also, as everybody's loading up, I would preemptively like to say that I am sorry. You'll understand here in a minute.
Is this bad news?
No, it's probably good news. It will make sense, but I'm preemptively sorry, and that will make sense here in a minute.
Okay.
Say you. We can
So-
talk later about it.
Yeah. So everyone's sitting down. So I have a confession to make, regarding things. But I wanted to kind of clear the air on this, and I don't know how else to say it besides just saying it. So,
Are you two dating?
I died,
What?
about, how long did we say? Keeper? Like
40 years ago.
40 years ago? So I died about 40 years ago.
That
And
explains the perfect skin.
yeah, it's really nice actually. But I am technically a ghost. I am not a living human being anymore.
I don't want to. I don't want to step on your
You
toes
can't
here,
step on
Jolene.
my toes. So
With their spectral toes. Minerva, take a breath. Okay, I'm just gonna rip the band-aid. Like spooky shit's real, cryptids are real. I'm pretty sure there are rat men. That guy back there was a lich. There's so much I've wanted to tell you for so long, but also you deserved some peace of mind. But that was shattered last night. So now we're here. And we get to talk about a lot of this stuff, and it's very overwhelming and a lot. And are you okay?
you're good. She'll put like a shoulder
I think
on stage.
you are the one that needs a breath.
Are you all
Sage
high?
is slightly hyperventilating
Like-
through all of this. Like,
I'll
Sage,
put a hand on their shoulder.
Minerva is strong. You can take a breath. Okay?
In,
I-
out. And
Yeah, that,
Minerva.
So how much drugs are you guys on right now?
no, because
Like
that,
what were
that actually
in
makes
the
sense,
bus?
though.
What do you mean? It makes sense.
I also want to say,
So,
Carl,
when-
I am so sorry. I wasn't sure if this would be a good thing to tell you.
so was that you this morning then?
Yeah.
As soon as you say that, and he gets the confirmation, and you're freaking out trying to figure out who's like how sane everyone is, you see what Carl saw this morning. Just dropped in your head.
you'll see Sage just sort of wince with that
Oh,
of
no.
like, ooh,
I think did he project what
or
they saw
of you
into?
falling through the floor.
Yeah.
oh, was that not to Sage? Was that to?
No, it was to Minerva.
Yeah, it
Minerva.
was
Never
to
mind.
me.
Sage doesn't react then.
What?
Because that's why it makes
What?
sense, though.
But-
Yeah, I am so sorry.
What did I just see?
Carl.
How did I just see? What?
I showed you what I saw.
And
So,
people
Minerva.
can just do that?
I mean, I can't do that.
That's a Carl thing.
Yeah.
I can
So
do it. Just face my
we're
head in the seats.
it's
I
kind
think
of
at
a
this
thing.
point, Minerva has been hyperventilating long enough. Ooh.
Otherworldly.
That's a thing.
We got
Box.
50,
Great.
everybody.
We got 50.
In that case, do I do the thing now or later?
Let's do it later. Let's
do it-
because
okay.
blood's in the
Let's
moment.
finish the
Minerva's
scene.
doing a thing.
Let's finish the scene.
Announcement for later.
Here in a bit, guys. Love you all greatly.
Thank you.
Thank you, El Santo Verde, by the way.
Yeah, no. I think at this point, Minerva is like hyperventilating, and seeing, hand go through wall or chair or just physical object, they're passing out. She's just like and bum.
Does anyone catch her?
Well, you can't.
I can
just gonna-
technically. I can technically interact with objects. I just,
I
sometimes-
imagine that she's on the chair, like on the spokemobile.
Yeah. Yeah, she's in one of the.
I had been like
Spookmobile-
leaning against, and I've just now like collapsed into.
So
Hopefully, you
I
don't hit
think-
the wall of that bus. It's probably not the cleanest.
Who knows?
You know, I'm not one to speak, but I think that might actually be a healthy response.
I think it is too, but still not favorable.
This is wild. Okay.
Nighty night.
Everything's fine.
So Dee, what were you gonna tell them?
one sec, sorry.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh dear.
never mind.
That's okay. Do you can just keep your secrets?
All right then, keep your secrets.
Secrets.
What was the question?
What were you
What
gonna
was the
tell
question?
Minerva?
Sorry.
What were you gonna tell her?
Well, my thing for Minerva was more just that. Can you guys hear my dog?
Vaguely, but
Yeah,
not,
but
it's not bad.
too much, honestly.
Okay, okay.
You're good.
It sounds super loud on my end, so
Oh
I'm
no.
not sure. I was just gonna say that Minerva, I forgot I was doing an accent. This world is there's definitely more to it than what meets the eye, and the reason we weren't telling you is for safety. And even now, I don't want you to be part of this, but you are now part of this.
Your former niece is unconscious on the chair with the little spindlies on their eyes because they're in shock.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're fine.
It's gonna be okay. It's not as bad as you think. It's just a lot.
Feeling that they're not gonna remember this when they wake up.
Right.
They're gonna like willfully forget all of this. And then we're gonna have to do this like at least one more time.
Should we do it
I-
slower?
I think we should. And I think you should start, D. Because what you just said, I liked that. That was a lot smoother than what I just did.
Yeah, yours was kind of like getting hit by a truck.
Yeah. That's not exactly what happened, but yeah, I can imagine. Um, what did Carl? What did you do?
Oh, I just showed them when I saw you this morning.
You projected the
Yeah,
memory.
you falling through the ground.
You know,
I
I
have a
gotta.
question.
Yes.
Would Dean know this about Carl since they were?
Well, that goes a bit more into the personal life. If, for example, like I've explained in the past, military service is required through like all adults. You either go to college, you do military service, or vice versa. And I don't think it's really been confirmed, but I'm thinking where the speculation is until it comes up. Carl got his PTSD there.
Mhm.
So if you guys were in the same platoon or along the same lines, you probably saw this crack happen, and it just kept getting worse and worse as people kept either denying it or telling him, "Yeah, you're right. Take these medications to help hide it." Turns out they're enhancements or whatever. Don't know because you guys don't talk to psychiatrists.
Spooky psychiatrists.
But so
Very spooky skeletons.
it's very clear that something happened to him during his service of some sort, and he's only getting worse.
In a good way.
In a
Yeah.
best way.
I mean, it's not cancer, so yeah.
Oh no.
But, I think we should try and wake them up. Like soon. It's not healthy to stay asleep, faint for that long.
So Dee's just gonna like reach over and like touch Minerva's shoulder and just be like, Minerva, Minerva, it's time to wake up, darling. Minerva,
No.
are you waking up?
That was a Nikki going no. No. I don't want to sit up. Anyway, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna put effort into it, probably they'll wake up.
I don't think a roll is required. If you want to try another ways of waking them up, does your character have any sort of like class features that might help you with magical means or anything like that?
I
I
don't
have a
think
shotgun.
very.
Please
I
don't.
have the this is gonna hurt, but I don't think they're technically hurt.
I don't think so either.
I do think that that Sage has bottles of water because people sometimes get overwhelmed by the paranormal, whether or not it's actually there, and freak out.
This
And
cat works.
yeah.
Is it one of those tiny like mini fridges that you have to put $1 into to get a bottle?
It is not.
Oh, you're one of those
But-
sweet. You give her away free water on your tours. That's very sweet.
You know what? We charge a good amount.
Mini bar.
Exactly.
In the bus, impressive.
Absolutely. Well,
I'm gonna need
Yeah.
to see the specs for this bus one of these days.
Is there a
Yeah.
better place to put it?
it's the Spookmobile.
It's the
Hmm.
Spookmobile. Oh,
The
Lord.
Spookmobile.
But yeah, so I'm
Much
guessing
bigger
I
on the
get
inside.
Splashed in the face with some water.
Yeah.
Just a little splash, just a little like a couple drops on the head just to make sure.
Just flick in the face real quick.
Ugh. Huh.
What
What
do you
happened?
remember? What do you remember of the past hour?
Nothing good.
So, darling, we this is a little harsh, but there's more to this world than meets the eyes. I kind of fell into it when I started to, get into magic. the normal, like, I wanted to get better energy and create spells, especially after the divorce. And it kind of just opened up into more. Um, so it's not as harsh as you think.
Keeper to DG, would you like to demonstrate any magic to them to kind of give them a hint of what you're talking about?
I had my hex thing up and then it crashed apparently, so I
No.
have to find it
So,
again.
there's the skill called use magic, and that can be anything from just like letting your fingers kind of dance with firelight to having a butterfly spawn out of your hand using some sort of magic. The use magic spell in this case, or skill, I'm saying you can just use it broadly because you're not trying to like advance the case in any way. You're trying just to calm or prove a point to your former niece-in-law.
Okay. I'm just gonna like wave my hand and make sparkles appear. Just like
Go ahead and roll magic.
5.
5 plus your weird stat, or
5 weird plus 2, that's a 7.
it doesn't blow up. It just little glittery sparkles. Magic is a little wonky in this world.
Ta-da! Okay. Okay. Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Oh, so many.
Well,
We will
now's
answer them.
the time.
Do you guys know what did that then? What killed?
We do not. But
No.
we do believe that it has the supernatural effect to it. There is some residue left over.
I got a pretty good look off the footage that you were looking at earlier.
What do you mean? It cut for fun.
And then it flashes into your mind.
Oh no!
Not that!
It looked like this.
Sweet Minerva,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need you
Yeah.
to roll me a good old fashioned. I'm thinking like an act under pressure.
Act under pressure. Yeah, sure. Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
What's your tough?
Act under pressure is plus cool.
Oh, never mind. Have you lost your cool, Minerva?
That's a 6.
It feels like who hasn't? in this
6?
crew?
Well, don't worry. That means you get an experience point. What happens as you're seeing this? You faint again. Sensory overload. Because
Carl?
Carl has the subtlety as a brick with a stick of dynamite going through a glass window.
Carl, I'm gonna need you to refrain from whatever you're doing.
I just. Yeah, okay.
Please. I'm gonna splash Minerva again.
Am I awake?
You got a gnarly headache, man.
Why don't you drink some of that water too? Why do you have a
Yeah,
sip?
you should have a sip. Sage, why don't
Maybe
we go
something
back to your
harder.
place for a
Maybe,
bit?
maybe something. It's
Back to
too
what?
early in the morning.
Back to your place? Let Minerva maybe have a little nap. I think we need some tea and a
That-
blanket.
Whiskey, something very heavy. Very
No whiskey for you.
I am 23
No.
years old. I can have whiskey.
I understand that, and you should know when you're overwhelmed by something, drinking is not a good idea.
Except.
Blankets are a good idea.
Oh.
A nice soft blanket.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Is she gonna be a ghost since she was killed by something like this?
I
No, she's not. when I was taking those pictures for you, um, I saw her go to the other side. I saw her get, taken away by the Reaper. So, um, she was. I think I told you this earlier when I handed you your camera, but she's at peace. She said that she's finally free. So I don't know what struggle she was going through or what had been afflicting her, but she did pass um, quickly after the initial physical incident, but her spirit did pass on as well. So
Okay.
rest is she's at peace.
Okay. Cool. 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 Cool.
So we're driving.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's. Okay.
Because we're
fine,
all
okay.
already in the van. Get my way down.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. All right. Okay.
Sage, how did you get involved in all this?
It's a long. Well, apparently I've been involved in it for longer than I knew, Deidre. But
This was after our divorce. Thank you very much.
was it?
Yes.
Okay.
That was what they specified. Yes.
I know character-wise, but
Mhm.
Sage would not know. For the
Mhm.
record, I mean, you started acting different there and sorry, nope. We're not gonna get into it. It's not about us. Okay, yeah, let's go. But I sort of fell into it.
Is this about the boat thing? Like when you kind of like moved into the White House or lighthouse?
That had something to do with it. Yeah. There's more to it than that. But yeah. I don't know how much I can say right now. It's not really my thing to tell.
Cool. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's probably fine, right? It's probably fine.
For the
totally
record,
fine.
I'm not a ghost or anything spooky, scary. I'm a normal person.
Okay.
For the record.
Okay.
I'm still your uncle. I'm not a different person.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My friend group is just a little bit different. You can kind of tell.
Then like the ones that you show people. Because like I've
Honestly,
seen your
a
projectors.
lot of them are Jolene.
Yeah, it's just me in different costumes.
That is
Jolene,
great.
It's
quite productive, actually.
It's really good. Yeah.
Brilliant.
How does clothing work for you? That's rude. I'm sorry. I never mind.
Actually, it's really weird, but I can be like solid, like normal human flesh. I can't pass through people. But I can also just anything on my person. I can just.
Has
I don't know
you
how
went
else
through
it
the
works.
ground. You took my camera through the ground.
I did.
Oh, can you do that with another person?
I cannot, unfortunately.
Okay.
I think Sage and I tried that once when we were drunk, and it didn't work.
Yeah. Remember when I had that really weird bruise on my forehead? For like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jolene rammed my face into a wall on accident.
I still feel really bad about that, but it's also kind of
Don't.
funny in hindsight.
Sometimes they deserve it.
I mean, to be fair, I was
Jeez.
also drunk.
Deidre.
I said sometimes.
You've gotten meaner, I think.
As you say that, the bus comes to a stop, and you're now back at the lighthouse.
Look, everyone. All right, let's go inside. We'll put on some tea. We can talk it out for a minute. Jolene, would you mind getting Minerva's favorite blanket?
I absolutely can do that.
I'm gonna like grab Jolene before she goes off. You're bringing me something stronger than tea, right?
I cannot guarantee anything.
Didn't.
Guarantee.
Rev levels up. No one else laughed at my joke. I appreciate it.
Red was making his own joke at the same time, and it was the same joke.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I didn't realize yours was a joke, Brett. Rev's I picked up
made the
because
joke.
classic Rev.
So many jokes.
Eat a dick.
Anyway, but I will.
Put on a t-shirt.
Yeah, we need to add our orange 12 shirt. But yeah, I can't guarantee that, but if you ask Aunt D, I'm sure she'll do it. And I will also, during all of this, she's not going to phase through anything like because she doesn't normally phase through stuff, especially in like mixed company. So she's just kind of like, she's going to like open the door, she's going to walk up the stairs and go get the stuff and things like that. Small steps.
Small steps.
You know, I don't think I've actually ever been in here.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we've seen each other, what, like 3 times since then?
Yeah. It was necessary, though.
Apparently. Yeah.
I will say, Deidre, this place is overflowing with the blue strings of the marionette. It looks comparable to a spider's web. Instead of it just being one or two that you see kind of floating around connected to people, as they're all part of... Everyone has some sort of mana pool, if you would. This place is overflowing like you just sprung oil.
Would I be able to, like, consume any of the magic anywhere?
Not subtly.
Be like, I'm gonna walk around for a bit. Or, where's the restroom?
It's the door. It's the door marked restroom. I bring guests in here. This place is really well marked.
Oh, I see it. And I'm gonna, like,
Dylan,
slink
do you
off
use
that
the
way while
restroom?
trying to, like,
Sorry, no, that's
consume
rude.
the magic I can.
This is so. I will say this is a place like an oddity shop that is used to having tourists with touchy-feely hands. Most things are locked up in like plexiglass boxes or like hidden away.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing of real power is out.
Right. Just because of what this place is, there's enough. Like, she's not doing a line of speed off a toilet seat, for the record. She's you're literally just like grasping. You're just grasping onto the air and just taking just a little bit. Even
It's
you
like-
did get a hit, by the way, but it is just enough to kind of get your brain stimulated. You did get some at the bakery about 20 minutes ago, for the record.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Fair enough.
In deep.
In too deep.
Jolene will come back down the stairs, and wrap Minerva in the blanket.
Minerva's just like found a couch to sit on and is like, okay, well, yeah, we're here. We're here.
Okay. We are. Okay. It's been a minute. I know that was a lot. are you doing okay?
I don't know. I don't know.
Makes sense.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Um, my roommate got kind of eaten. Um, by something. The authorities aren't gonna find that thing, are they?
Probably not.
There are actually, Brett, I do have a world building question.
Certainly.
The sort of like government agencies that we as players know might exist, are those publicly known? Like,
Yeah,
to
I'd
the-
say so.
I
Yeah.
guess in the spooky community.
Well, in the spooky community, yes, and even in the real people community, yeah, because they're just a specialized task force. They're what we would consider the CIA or FBI.
Okay.
Except,
so
and
they
they're
are part of the alphabet soup then.
yeah,
The X-Files and stuff like that.
yeah.
Okay.
Except the regular people would also know them just as like it's like the CIA. That's
So, there are people who hunt things like this. The problem is, okay, so have you ever, like, Minerva, you remember that time that you, like, tried to bring home, like, this is a weird, and this is so weird. Maybe I'll pick a different one. But okay, never mind. Let me just go. Remember the time that you brought home like a stray dog, and you were trying to feed it, and then it bit you?
Yeah.
There are quite a few creatures that end up doing things like this because of situations like that. And this task force is, well, not gentle.
a little bit of world boarding to let everyone know. For those of you that are kind of into anime, or if you'll hear me out, in the show Blue Exorcist, people can be made aware of the creatures. You can tell them, but they will not be able to see it until they are basically traumatized or triggered into it. The place that you are in right now, Sage, is crawling with mystical things and creatures. And by how Minerva is responding, it's clear that you've informed them, but they do not see it yet. It's kind of like saying, yeah, there are germs everywhere, but I've never seen a germ before. How am I supposed to know it's real?
Gotcha. Okay.
I will say that the way that both of your team members did so, I actually did a roll myself to see if it would if they'd be awakened by it. Did not, unfortunately. I was gonna let Minerva do it, but they were doing so well at the role playing, I wasn't gonna take that away from them in that moment.
Understood. Okay. So yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
so we
I think what they're it, it's kind of sticky. It's very sticky. This kind of stuff. Because it's very niche to try and get the specific agencies that are involved in this stuff, and even if they are, it takes a lot of waiting, and I know that you don't like the waiting at all. Kind of the whole thing with investigative journalism and stuff like that. Have to be first on the scene. Honestly, because this is the first incident that we've seen from this, right, Dan?
One that you guys could not handle yourselves / you already had some intel on from some of your associates. This is out of the blue. Oh no, there's something munching on people. There's the occasional, Leviathan pod that'll swim by near the bay and accidentally bump into a ship that needs repair, things like that. But it's not going out of its way to hurt anything. It's just living.
But this one's like actually feasting on people.
Yeah.
And that's the first time like this specific like chomped in half magical residue like this is specific at one time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the first time that this has happened so far. And hopefully maybe with all of our combined talents we can figure it out and stop it. And then also maybe depending on what we get, your uncle can maybe get a new piece for their collection. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Dee's gonna kind of slink back over at this point. Just
Okay. How do we find this? I mean, like, it's munching on people, so someone needs to stop it, like, in the now, though. Right?
The sooner the better, yeah.
I mean, we're kind of already looking for it.
We were.
we had to take a break to let you kind of breathe.
I mean, it's only like 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we've got time. If it's
Well,
I don't know if we have time. But
What Carl showed me, it was going, and I'm gonna point off to the direction that it was going. Should we? I mean,
if you're ready,
We can. We may get some more clues, but I think we should do some research first. Because Carl knows what it looks like to a certain extent. And we kind of know it's like feeding.
I mean, at this point, most of us know what it looks like. I can show you too.
Right. Carl.
Okay.
I would appreciate that.
Carl,
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
do have to. Wait, Carl. So first, I appreciate the suggestion here, and the way you've gone about it this time. Earlier, like you just dropped it into my brain, and then you did that to Minerva as well, and that wasn't cool, Carl.
Right.
So as long as you're remembering to ask and like inform
Space.
people. Yeah.
I
Because
forgot
like,
about space.
yeah, it was a very weird and wild experience that I was not ready for.
That's also for when I'm taking thoughts too.
You take
What?
thoughts?
Whoa, that's new.
Well, no, because like that's how I saw the footage.
You did have to. Like,
I
peek into
wasn't
my
there for that.
brain for that one. How did you peek into my brain and get more than what I saw?
How does Jolene wear clothes?
Good question.
Looking over at Jolene.
It's just something
like,
that
you're solid for half the time.
yeah, I'm solid most of the time. It's I have to
Minerva's
choose
gonna,
when.
like, poke Jolene.
So,
Bless you.
Yeah.
for us at least, ask first before brain space.
Yes.
For everyone.
Yes. Well, yes. Yes. There are. Yes.
There are situations where, yes, you could, but you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
But otherwise, I can wear clothes. As you can see, I'm wearing them now. I have a closet. I have like a costume closet here. For all of the ghost things that I do. Actually, one of them is the clothes that I was murdered in, and that's kind of fun. It's a little quirky.
Okay.
Do
the-
do Did you just die and you were naked when you first came back?
No. I still have. Oh, like my physical body?
Yeah. Like, do you have clothes that you were, like, dead in, and that's, like, how your ghost manifested?
You know, I was never told how or why that happened. I think I just like manifested because I mean I was buried in everything I was wearing. Yeah. So um
Your
yeah.
spectral form. When you came back, were you just naked?
No. No. I woke up with clothing on. I think the Reaper blessed me like that, you know? They were
I
like,
think Beetlejuice rules. They wait when they're dead. They're still wearing the clothes they wore when they died.
Okay.
lots of layers.
Okay.
But yeah, but back to the main point. You know, we can also
Yeah.
use some of that expertise that you got, Minerva. I mean, you're literally going to school for this. I mean, where would you start with an investigation like this?
That's why I went to the cameras, which apparently doesn't do me any good. Why does it
It
do
did,
me no
though.
good? It didn't, though. It did him good. Pointing at Carl. Um,
So,
you know what?
I
Questions for later.
uh,
It's fine.
okay, no, we can talk about this. So, have you ever like seen something out of the corner of your eye, and you like thought something was there, and then it wasn't there?
I mean, sure, everyone does.
No. A lot of times that's something, and your brain just doesn't know how to see it.
kind of everything that I see.
Yeah. And so, you know, at first, like you can know something, even if you know something is something, you don't always see something, which is a weird thing to say. But like, it's the truth. Yeah. So the truth is, you always have seen things, but your brain didn't know, and because your brain plays tricks on you,
It edited it out, basically.
live, yes.
Cool.
Uh,
And that's what the cameras did?
I don't know.
There's also
On
an
that one.
electromagnetic portion to it that I've learned. Like if you were to take a picture of me, it'd kind of like blur a bit. Like that's why when, you know, guests and visitors come here and they try to take pictures of me, it doesn't show up because I technically can't.
True. It's surprising how much the movie Ghostbusters, like the original, actually got right about things. I don't know.
Ghostbusters is real. Bill Murray lives.
Magic kind of causes things to flicker or shut off.
So when you say the first one, do you mean the ones with Paul Rudd or Bill Murray?
Bill Murray, 100%.
The Paul Rudd ones haven't happened in this world, nor they didn't happen in this world either. I don't understand why you would even bring Paul Rudd into this.
Oh yeah,
Paul Rudd was in
20 years ago.
Yeah, it's maybe 2002.
Paul Rudd is not a big celebrity yet.
Paul Rudd was
Sometimes
in
I forget that
Clueless.
we're in the past. Yeah, Paul Rudd's
I
been
guess-
around since the at least late 80s.
Yeah,
forget-
Yeah, but he was
I
cute.
forget because Paul
just
Rudd is
hasn't-
timeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, on that, Disney has a vault of photos of all their main like actors they go to regularly throughout the ages, so they can de-age them to whatever they need. Disney execs have gone on the record saying they don't have that for Paul Rudd because they don't need it.
That's insane.
Terrifying.
Uh,
So Paul Rudd's a vampire.
It's fine. Anyway. Okay. So even if we find this thing, I might not see it.
It's possible.
So usually what happens is that people start slowly seeing things as they start understanding and feeling a little bit more, because like you can be in denial even if you know.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
I had a friend that did that a couple decades ago.
A
when I first
river in Zambia.
Okay. That's probably fine. It's probably fine.
It's fine.
And you know what? It might be more advantageous for you to not know, because then it might, it like you don't have to, you won't be able to see it, so it might help you, kind of think clearly on it,
Yeah, your roommate didn't start running until she saw it.
We
So
don't-
she might not
we
have been
don't
hunted
know
until she saw
what
it.
she saw, though. It could have just been
She-
like something creepy in the woods. Oh no, gotta run. Cause like I would run from something creepy in the woods, even if before this point, because like lone person walking at night, especially while drunk, not the best idea to get ransacked by somebody coming at you from the woods, even if the person.
Very true. But like, if you were to come across a cougar, you wouldn't run from that. You get big, right? You get big.
I think that's bears.
What?
Is that bears?
I think it's bears.
What?
You're not
I-
supposed to run from most animals. It causes them to want to hunt you.
No, I think that's backwards.
Okay. Born and raised in city, I don't know how to interact with wild animals.
It's you. I don't have. It's not.
Ooh.
Sometimes we don't know how to react, and you've learned about fight, flight, or freeze, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some people encounter the unknown and they flight. And that's more of what we're talking about than anything else.
Okay.
Right? Like cougar, bear, whatever. That ignore that. Because honestly, not that important
Right.
here.
Okay.
And that is why we're
I
divorced.
think we're just walking in circles at this point, right?
I agree with that statement.
Okay.
I can process
Later.
work mode. I can process later. I need answers now. We need to find out where this thing went. Like, it's
Well,
out
you have
there
an
potentially
image.
getting somebody else.
We have the perfect library, don't we? You should have the cryptology books.
I have some books. I don't have a lot of books. What do you mean the cryptology books? I
Well,
thought you got the
like
cryptology
folklore. We need
books.
need
Oh,
to
the
find.
cryptid books.
Yeah, those.
Okay, I thought
so
you
we
meant
can
the
find
books about
out.
Egypt.
No, 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 no,
That you
no, no.
took in the.
I didn't just take them; they were mine.
That you got. I mean, they were ours, but now they're. Yeah,
I was the
they're
one that was
yours.
studying.
I think I lent you one of those.
I think
I
it's also
did.
Egyptology that you were.
That could be. Well, it's also cryptology, right? Because it's the ology of crypts.
Anyway, we have an idea. We know what they like human flesh. We have an idea of the shape. Let's
But do
stop
we know
there.
that they like human flesh? Do they?
I mean, they ate
There
someone.
wasn't much left.
Well, they ate some. Which, speaking of that, I think the three of you would be amazing at looking at these books, because you guys all know the mostest of all of this. I mean, Carl's seen all of it. You both have a more intimate knowledge of these things now. But I think that our little journalist, um, you know, we you have special clearance passes sometimes, right, Minerva?
Sometimes depends on whether or not the police are willing to let me get through. And the
I think that we
sensitivity.
could do that. I think we could do that.
Would they let her into the station or anything though?
I mean, technically, anyone can walk into a police station at any time. It's more
It's
just
getting
like,
the
can we get
answers.
the files, or like at least speak to the officers that responded to whatever call was made when she was found, or if she even called the police. We don't know. But
We
um,
do. She was found this morning. I
I mean,
I got a
if
call
we're
from
talking about
the cops
getting
about that.
files, wouldn't you be really good at that, Jolene?
that's true, which is why I think that if we both like she goes in and distracts using journalism techniques, and then I sneak in the back for the filing room. I think that we can work that out.
You gotta be careful trying to do journalism stuff. It can make them nervous.
That's fair. You know what? Let me, and she's gonna go to the costume closet of hers, and she's gonna like rifle through some of that, and then go into the closet and um do something. So you have wrestling.
May I make a suggestion, letting you guys know where your potential leads might be from the information you currently have?
Por favor.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay,
I
so
thought we had a direction.
no, you guys have a direction. You guys have added other directions, which is great. Um, so, you guys have a general direction of where the creature went. You guys can go over there and try to see if you can find any clues. You guys do have some cryptids and research here, but also you can probably find some at the public library at this hour. If you guys wish to go later, there is the local hangout for people who are similar to you who are aware. Think of it similar to like a biker bar or something like that. It's just for the people who are aware of something. They live there basically, and it's terrifying. And then there's also, you guys can
never
go to
do
the
a
police
bar.
station. Try to get any contacts or any information with that. If also, another thing that you guys could do, Minerva, you could go look through her own belongings, see if maybe she had any intel or any sort of information about anything. Maybe she's trying to summon a monster or a beast or anything like that. So you guys have 4 or 5 options at the moment. Go to where the creature potentially left. Go to the police station. Look at books now. Look at books later. Yeah, I guess 4. Oh, and look through her belongings that you personally have. And you guys can break up into as many groups as you'd like. Preferably stay together, but you guys can break off into groups of 2.
Okay.
Break up into 2 groups.
If you guys want to stay here and like hit the books, I can head off to. I mean, I feel like we really should just try and get something in the direction it went.
I'd be happy
makes
to
sense.
help.
I don't. Should we all stay? I don't know. We're staying here.
Let's all read a book each. Take some notes. Do this for like an hour and see what we can find that may or may not be relevant. We'll take like 1 book each, or 1 or 2 books each, depending on how many you have in the library. I can't remember. And then once we do that, then we go to where the direction they fled. And then see if we can pick a trail. Deal?
Sure. I'm up. Anybody else got a better idea?
I mean, I'm pretty good at searching and following magical leads. I could give us a heads up and start looking, see if I can narrow down the strings?
I'm good at talking to people. Me and Dee could both head that way.
I'm not
Okay,
really
but
good at
wait.
things.
You're talking to people. Wait, okay, so we're not gonna read books now. We're going to the
We're
police
doing
now.
both. We're doing both. We can. Some of us can stay here and meet us later. See if maybe because you guys have a clearer look at what it was. I got a very vivid flash from Carl, and then fainted. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember most of it.
That's probably for the better.
Yeah, but I don't think that that's a good idea for you to then go out and face it. It feels like it's a better idea for you to stay somewhere safe, get your feet under you first. You know,
I
that's
agree with Sage on this one.
as because yeah, I mean I know you want to know more about your roommate, but like the especially if you're going to the cops, they were yelling at you this morning. So
they weren't yelling at me this morning. They called me because my roommate got killed.
and then you went up there and they told you to back the heck off, right?
I never went over there.
No?
No, that was Deidre. Deidre was the one that was
Oh.
being yelled at by the cops.
Never mind.
Then
I
I'll
thought you said
snake
that.
a snicker.
And I wasn't talking about going to the cops. I wanted to go off in the direction that it went.
Gotcha. Okay.
See if we could follow a trail of
You were talking
chaos.
about being good with people, and I missed something. So
Yeah, seeing if
We're
I
so
could
focused
follow.
on getting 50 followers that we're all distracted.
Seeing if I could find like a trail of chaos to follow to figure out where this thing went off to.
I feel good about that. I feel good about letting her go with Dee. And then the three of us staying here and kind of musing and putting our heads together.
I would think that it'd probably be best for Minerva to stay with you guys, kind of get her feet back under her, because what is she gonna say to people? She didn't see the thing. What is she gonna ask? Like, if it's another person that doesn't
did you see the thing?
I did not see the thing. I'm not going to talk to
'Cause-
people. I'm just going to follow the stream
I'm
that
gonna-
leads from the area.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna slowly start backing towards the door as subtly as I can.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an act under pressure.
Act under pressure is
You're
cool.
you're being cool. You're being
Being
Cool still.
Super cool. Super
And then-
cool.
Do we roll like sharp against it, or are you setting a DC?
Well, no. So how it works is, if they roll a 7, get a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay.
That's a
Escape.
7.
As you're trying to escape, you step on something that has this thing crack and something breaks, and alerting the group. You stub your toe, and it'll make it difficult if you're trying to run anything for the next hour in game. Or as you leave, you make eye contact with Carl, who waves at you, and so Carl's aware, but no one else is.
I'll let Carl see me.
Okay.
That's not a good idea. I'm just kidding.
So you were
You're
able
just
to
gonna
escape.
get a quick. Where are you going? You can't respond to this.
So, as you guys are, you're able to escape, it seems.
I'm going to the direction that this thing took off at.
Okay.
towards.
It doesn't take very long for everyone else to realize that you're gone, I'm assuming.
Oh, probably not as soon as my bike revs up, I am discovered, but I'm on my bike and gone.
Damn it, Minerva.
And now
Why
I get
is
to
she like
mark
this?
an experience.
She's just
Don't
like
worry,
your
I'll
sister.
check it out.
What does "don't worry, I'll check it out" mean?
Whenever I go off by myself to check out somewhere or something, Scary, where the monster ran off to. Mark experience.
Well then.
My lord.
My lord.
Well, I'm not gonna catch her in the bus.
Do you wanna? I mean, you'll be able to see the strings, like you said. I personally trust you to go after her.
I'll
If-
make
if
my
you-
way. I don't have a vehicle.
It's not a terribly long walk. It's less than a 5-minute walk to get where the bus stop is for this. Especially if you hoof it.
Okay. I will start
can't,
walking now then.
Magically fly. Have a broomstick.
You have a broomstick?
I'm not that kind of witch. I'm not a witch. I just have some sparkles.
I'm sorry, that was a bit stereotypical. That's my bad.
Carl, Dee Dee's eyes are glowing blue like the Avatar, like Aang in the Avatar state. Just. Sure, it's fine.
What color are your eyes normally?
She's gone.
Yeah.
He hasn't noticed yet. He's talking to where she was. That's all right.
He noticed my ass going out the fucking door.
As Deidre is catching up after Minerva, and Sage, Carl, and Jolene are going through some books, we're gonna take a quick break. So that way we can get some water, go to the bathroom, do all those things. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, hopefully a little bit less than that. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
I know that the paranormal is real. Listen. The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it?
I know that the paranormal is real. Listen. The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? I know that the paranormal is real. Listen.
It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it?
I know that the paranormal is real. Listen. The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it?
So I've got. I'm gonna hijack this moment for a second. 'Cause
Hijacked.
We've hit an incredible milestone. Thanks to each and every one of you, we have reached 50 followers. Your support means the world to us. And to show our appreciation, we've got some exciting news. First, merch. It's happening. We've got links going live. I literally have 3 that are in our chats right now that we're going to start sending out to our socials. And we can, if somebody wants to drop any of those in chat, they absolutely can. But we're adding more later. Check us out on Teespring, Roll for Respawn, just like it's spelled right here. It's going to be a growing list. But there's even more. We're also launching the official, long-awaited Patreon, where you can find upcoming all of our behind-the-scenes content. There's going to be clips from unaired shows and potentially maybe even whole unaired shows, depending on how they go. And we're even talking about doing some early releases on recorded content, stuff like that. So be sure to check it out. We're even going to have polls there, so that way you can vote on the types of one-shots that happen over in the Wonderarium, the types of special games that we hit over here, all kinds of awesome new content. Thank you guys so much!
Sincerely, thank you. And also, thank you for being here on the ride for the show. It's been interesting, to be sure. And as we're going back, we're going to change the camera out of the lighthouse and follow Minerva as they park their motorbike, and you turn to see Deidre power walking towards you. As all great aunts do. This is the general location of where you think you saw the creature dash off towards you. One thing that you have not really had a chance to look at / notice, there be no raspberry jam drippings from the lower half of your friend from the crime scene. Not a one. Even if a creature is very thorough with the munching of a creature, of a person of any sort, you would think there'd be
Something left.
something. I would like you to roll and investigate a mystery.
Let's go.
Both of us are just Minerva.
You can come down there and also roll to use magic or to investigate a mystery when you get there. It's just they're getting a roll ahead of you.
Both of Minerva.
What'd you get, Minerva?
An experience point.
Oh, so on the last Minerva.
So a failure.
I got
A 4. You can burn a luck point if you wanna. That makes it an instant crit, and you get to ask any questions. Whatever questions you get to ask. Not just the listed ones, it could be anything. That would make sense of you discovering from this, by the way. You can't say, "What's the monster, Brett? Give it to me, you
Let
twat."
me know.
I can't.
Yeah, sure, I'll burn a luck.
Okay.
Let me boop. They are.
Okay.
And with
for
the
those of you that
mundane
don't-
special, when I spend a point of luck, you'll find something weird, maybe even useful.
Okay. As you're kind of just following the steps of, well, this is where the body was, kind of going around, and your foot kicks over something. You look down to the ground, and there's a bin right next to you, just along near the bus stop, as you know, places where people like to walk. It's heavier than it should be, and it looks like a can of soda. Yeah, but it jingles. As you pick it up, you kind of jingle it around. It sounds like there's a coin or something in there. Do you have it pop out, or what do you do?
Yeah, I'll try and pop out whatever it is.
As you shake it and drop out, there is a... looks like a hairpin? It's heavier than it should be, though. It's actually, I don't know if it's class. It's It's one of those just little hair clips that people put in to keep their hair in place. Typically, like you'll see it at like prom or like weddings. I don't think that's called a hairpin or a hair clip. What is it called?
Like a bobby pin?
A bobby pin. Yes, thank you. Looking at it, it looks like you just found a gold bobby pin, as in solid gold bobby pin.
Oh. So not at all actually useful for like holding hair back because gold is
No,
cheaper.
it definitely would, but it's a little heavy to be putting on anyone's head.
Okay. Definitely holding on to that for later. I'm trying to find the thingies that I need for the hunter's thingy.
So, when you investigate a mystery...
I'm the worst.
When you're investigating a mystery, you get to ask a certain number of questions. When you roll a 12, however, you can ask any questions you want to know about the mystery, not just the ones listed. But for those of you that don't know what are listed, the typical questions are, what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here? Some of these, obviously, we have some of the answers to, and some of the things, they do not.
And I can ask how many questions?
Typically, 2. So I usually say you get 3 questions.
Okay.
Okay.
So, the most obvious, where did it go? Is there anything here giving me a clue on, like, where to head to next?
Looking up from your gold bobby pin, you might want to put that on your character sheet. There, like I said, no blood or raspberry jam on the ground, but there. The first thing that you notice that's off is there appears to be the remnants of an IV, like you'd find like inside a medical, with a bit of a tag that seems like that's smudged. Around this point, Dee Dee, you do arrive after your power walk. As you walk over, but the problem is when you see an IV, the needles are not typically long or thick. Trigger warning for those of you who need needles. This one is thicker than a if you guys remember Tootsie Roll Pops. It's thicker than the stick attachment to one of those, and fairly long.
You're just pushing the stereotype that Americans can't use regular
someone?
measurements.
Well, you know.
I also just like referencing old candy.
It's current.
Not old.
You can buy it in Walmart right now.
I never see anyone buying Tootsie Pops, for the record. When's the last time you saw someone buying a Tootsie Pop?
Oh, every Halloween? It's in the multi-packs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Halloween, but like year round.
You can
I
literally
see
still find them
people buying
everywhere.
candy year-round.
I used to work at a store, guys. They were in our candy section all year round.
I know never forgets the Tootsie Pops. But okay.
Next you're gonna say Dum Dums are an old candy.
Dum Dums are not an old candy.
That's what I was saying.
Oh.
It was an
Y'all are
example.
confusing me.
What about sugar babies?
Sugar babies
Still
are
not old.
They can be as current as hell, but they're old.
I mean, by definition, a sugar baby is young. But anyway.
That depends on how old a sugar daddy is.
There it is. There it is.
That's another candy too.
Rails?
Woo!
Okay.
We're gonna get demonetized before we even make it to affiliate.
Yeah. What do you got there, Minerva?
A really, really big needle.
They make them that big.
I didn't think so, but like, this looks like. Correct me if I'm wrong. Basically, what a baster looks, not a baster, like the injectors for like meat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A syringe?
This is very out of place. And I would like to cast the bones.
What you casting?
The bones.
The bones.
Once
The
per
bones?
mystery, you may perform some kind of divination, tarot, casting the runes, reading entrails, or something like that to glean information about the future. When you seek guidance by divination, roll plus sharp on a 10 plus, hold 2, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Okay, so looking at this syringe, if we would, thank you, Rev, for the example, or for the word, not the right word, but the word we're going to use. There is no residue that you're looking for. However, there's definitely something that it is not seen to the visible eye, because otherwise Minerva would have seen it. And do you guys remember the 10th Doctor from Doctor Who, too, how he'd touch anything and he put it in his mouth and know exactly what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Minerva, you see your aunt just take the needle out of your hand and go, just lick it like she's licking an ice cream.
I don't! I found that on the ground.
As you're kind of sitting there processing, you can't, unfortunately, Minerva, you just think that the sun is right in your eyes as you're looking at your former aunt. Dee Dee, your eyes kind of flicker and spin, as
Flashbang.
you see something. A hulking monstrosity, in a very dim light, cautiously trying to keep hidden but protecting something as it is carrying something large, and it stops for a minute to scratch at its arm, the spot where the baster was once at. The air is musty and just unpleasant, and this thing, it does not seem content, and it looks behind it and growls as you begin to hear some sort of weapon firing at it. Not a gun, though. And then you kind of are brought back. You may ask any of the questions. As a reminder, they are... what happened here? What sort of creature was it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What's it going to do? Or what is being concealed here? After, you roll me a sharp check, please.
Okay. So, where did the creature come from?
Did you roll your dice?
No, not yet. 7, and that was plus what?
Sharp.
Plus my sharp, which is 0. So that's a 7.
7. All right. So you get to ask 2 questions.
Okay. Where did the creature come from to have that in its arm?
Looking at it, the only time you can think you saw something like this was back during your military time. You guys got to do some sightseeing, and there was a veterinarian who was doing something with a needle that size. That's the closest you can think of that, so maybe it's some sort of freed beast, or something was trying to play God. No creature is just going on going, stab, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And you have one more question after that.
Where did this creature go?
Whatever, when it turned to face whatever was going on, it put down something. Wherever this place is, it is damp and warm. Mind you, it is still summer in the New England area, so it's damp and warm pretty much everywhere. But this place is tight enough is secluded enough, it does not seem to worry about being seen, other than someone had a flashlight pointing at it and then started firing at it. That does narrow your stuff down to maybe broken down subway, or any of the old Excuse me. Old factories that might be nearby. It does narrow down your search a little bit. Good job. As your eyes kind of return, I'm assuming your former niece has taken the needle from their hand.
Yeah, kind of like that was on the ground.
Yes, but there's. So you know how, Sage was saying that there's things that you can't see.
Yeah.
There's stuff I can in certain ways. It's kind of, you know how I said I picked up some magic. I can see things if I try. And the needle had something on it, and from that I was able to see that this was attached to the arm of something that was conscious. Had a something over its shoulder, was kind of protecting. Those needles are meant for animals usually, so you wouldn't just find that around somewhere, and no one just randomly sticks things, hopefully.
Hopefully.
And then now it's in something dark, damp, and it's kind of secluded, so it feels safe there. But then something was shooting at it, but it wasn't like we didn't hear a gun. I didn't hear it like loud. I heard I don't know.
Okay. I still have 2 of my questions, right, from my thing.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm still trying to get the hunter's thingy pulled up. Apparently, I'm just.
Do you want me to just? Let me just send the questions for you guys.
Yes, please. I am the worst. I think it's in. Roll.
It's in the Discord for this game.
I have it up.
Blood's your phone near you?
Yeah.
Kara, let me just send the questions to you there as well.
Okay.
I have one of these questions that I think is going to be real fun.
Oh my.
How can I attract its attention?
Oh, heck yes.
Guys, I can be bait.
Knowing Rev and Carl's brains fused together, he's gonna dress up like a fine maiden, like they did at the right before the major fight in Pirates of the Caribbean, the Black Pearl. Like the two guys are dressed up as women, just bait.
How dare you?
Are you telling me you're not gonna take the opportunity to wear a skirt?
I'm actively wearing a skirt right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What was it going to do?
Unfortunately, you're not able to get with that logic. That you were given from the vision. You do not see it. But if it wanted to be isolated, obviously it wanted to leave before the lights turned on, so it was trying to retreat.
Okay.
Looking around again, no drops of blood or any sort of sign of a struggle or anything. And as you continue down the path, you actually are at a dead end at the moment. Looking around, there's nothing that really strikes you out of the ordinary.
All right then. What's being concealed here?
As you're kind of tapping your foot, kind of getting frustrated, something glints in your eye once again. You're thinking maybe, oh great, there's another ghost about to come pop out of the wall. Instead, you notice that a manhole cover lock has been pulled to the side and has been kind of tossed, and you're only able to realize it because it's embedded into one of the metal dumpsters, as something ripped it off and just tossed it aggressively, and it's sticking in almost completely through.
It went down.
And it's a lot stronger than I was anticipating.
So question. You said that this looks like something that like a vet used to knock out animals.
Yes. Knockout or other things, but that's not a normal needle. That's not for anything humanoid.
What if this thing's running? Like from somebody? I mean, yeah, obviously it's done a real bad, because, like, murder, but, like, also... What if it's scared too?
What if the creature that did this isn't the same as the one that, like, what if they were running from the one that got your roommate? Because they were protecting something. We need to do more searching, but I think before we go down, we need to have everyone with us. I don't believe I'm strong enough to protect you against something like that. Is there a payphone on the corner we could call Sage or?
Yeah, 100%. There's payphones everywhere.
Okay.
While you're going to the payphone to and grabbing your quarters from your coin purse, the three of you doing research, having fun time looking through books, you bookworms. I want all of you to roll me a sharp check. Depending on how successful your research is, I'll tell you what you're able to find, and then you can ask questions.
Was that researching?
If you were with them, I thought you'd be.
Does Carl know how to read?
Carl knows how to read. That's why.
Right.
That way he doesn't mess up his pills.
That's a 9.
A 9.
Ooh, big enough.
They could color code
Carl
it for
really
him.
knows how to read.
He has one of those word of the day calendars.
It's all in Spanish, and he doesn't speak Spanish.
But he's
Defenestration.
but he's fluent in Mandarin.
Oh my god,
what did you
Tobias.
get, Jodine?
Jodine.
Jolene and Sage?
8.
8. Okay.
6.
6. Mark yourself an experience. You are
I've just
very
barely been
worried
passed.
about the two that ran off. You're trying to pretend that you're reading these books, but you've tried to read these books before to find about ghosts. They are so unbelievably dry, and there are no pictures.
She'll, like, just bored, like, just keep phasing through the book.
The two of you. The good news is, because of your particular line of work, Sage, you have spent a lot of time collecting all of the books, whether they be fictional or not, on local, spooky creatures that might live in this area. And you have marked up the ones that are still prevalent and kind of debunked the ones that aren't there. But you still keep them in there, because you do have probably a little bit of a library section for people that are interested and just want to sit here and kind of read. We will do tours. Tony from last time was correct. Anything that is as strong that could stop something in half would either be massive, and would probably be some more bestial-like creature. From that's the majority of the research you're able to do. You are able to narrow it down to similar to Tony, werewolf, some sort of rat folk, maybe even a lizard folk, though, because of your guys' location, or even, like I said, a land shark, which are very rare these days because most of them were hunted for sport 400 years ago. And when I say for sport, it's because they kept going around, eating people, and then using their corpses to hide their eggs.
Oopsies.
That's a little descriptive.
Sir,
It's a very good book.
sharks give live birth.
That's true.
That is true. Not land sharks, though. Not land sharks, though.
I
That's what we
read
know.
Marvel comics. I saw nothing about weird chest eggs.
That's Marvel's land sharks. My land sharks are much worse. They are not
Um,
Their
friends.
land shark is adorable.
Their land shark is the bestest boy. Top 10 pets I wish I had.
so I'm gonna give a call.
But they get to ask their questions first. But then yes,
Oh shit! Sorry.
yeah, you're okay. All right.
Very.
Rev, do you want to kick us off?
Yes, I do. First,
First,
how many questions did I get?
one
One.
with a 9. Yeah.
Yes. I would like to ask. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick one of the ones that you posted.
Thank you. Those are the questions you're supposed to ask.
I'm still hooked on mine because I can do that still too.
I know.
Where did it go? Yeah, I'm gonna get that big answer.
With the research you're able to do, it would need some sort of den or some sort of place to be safe and hide while you're not able to hunt. Similarly, that would be places like the sewers, abandoned buildings. It would not be in the ocean though, and it would have to be a low traffic area.
And would Carl have kind of an idea of like types of places? Sorry.
Yeah.
Bit all over
Places
myself.
where he's gone and cried to a couple different times by himself. Yeah. You have a list.
Yeah.
It's the fridge.
Under the sauce.
You just go. Sage opens his house. Carl, what are you doing in my fridge?
You get in my house.
I thought it was winter. That explains why it's cold.
Oh.
Oh, Carl.
Poor Carl.
Roll.
Carl.
Carl committed a war crime. That's why he's suffering now. Karma's a nasty creature.
Carl.
In a past life, Carl was a llama, and before that, he was a small child in a cowboy hat.
Yes.
Sage, what question would you like to ask?
So I just want to double check because I remember some of the answers, but I don't remember some of the questions. They asked what happened here at the actual crime scene, correct?
It escaped via, assumingly, or maybe there was another monster, sewers. And from the information that Carl's able to get, it most likely has some sort of den, and the sewers would be a place for that.
Okay.
Or any of the
I think
empty-
I want to know what was it going to do? Like, what was its actual intent coming out to the surface?
Depending on its role in the creature, there are 3 things that it could be trying to do. 1, trying to get food to take care of little ones or young ones, if it's the matriarch of a pack or a herd. Or just trying to like prep for maybe its spouse is expecting that, or mate, as it were. It could have just been hungry and just someone was alone at the time where it was easy enough to get a hunt. But if that was the case, it would have taken the whole body, not just the lower half. And then the third option is it could have just been angry, or it could have had some sort of vendetta against the bloodline. There's actually, in one of the texts you read, there's sometimes where a creature will be a curse or a mark on a person or on a family of some sort. Similarly to how like the black spot, like it's dedicated to certain people and will go down generationally if they've committed certain acts. In a similar way, a person could be marked with the beast, and a beast will just haunt their family after a certain age, or if they're, if they cross any lines they're not supposed to.
Okay. Gotcha. So probably resource providing. It doesn't feel like it was a panicked type of thing as much. A little bit more hungry and maybe desperate, but unsure on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn it,
Reverend?
Rev.
Well, I also have to get out of here. So,
Oopies.
yeah.
I don't think Rep's actually coming back because like
He's not and fixing nowish. We also can just call it here, and pick it up next time.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a little bit early, but we're having some technical difficulties,
that's
and
painful
Tony's
to
got to
know.
get going.
Yeah, I
That's-
got family literally pulling into my driveway right now.
Oh
I
well,
think-
you know.
I think we'll call it here tonight, a little bit early, and we'll pick up like I said, pick up next week, same time, same place. If everyone else is okay with that, I don't want to.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm good with
Yeah,
that.
that works.
Sounds good to me.
Wait.
Well, thank you to everyone that has come by and watched our show, and once again, thank you for joining us to 50 followers. Be sure to check out our new merch, which is most exciting and fun. Welcome back, Rev. We're going to be calling it here because of things. Not because of you, but we will blame you all the same.
It is because of you.
I just come back and like, all right, goodbye. You're all great. We love you. Get fucked, Rev.
No, I would never say that. I'm the nice one, remember?
Well, I mean, that's what you'll have us believe.
Anyway.
Before we hop off, let's hop over to Minerva. And Minerva, if you'll pass it around to see how the characters are doing and where they can find you elsewhere.
Yeah, Minerva is real confused. Slightly still stuck in panic. And now is apparently gonna try and hop down a sewer. If no one's there to stop her.
Would you be like that?
So, you know. We're good. We're having fun.
If only there were a parental figure or uncle figure nearby, they could
Yeah,
help
well,
this.
they decided to argue too long with everyone, and so I left them behind. It's fine.
Is there a range for my telepathy?
I don't fucking know.
We'll discuss that off camera.
Ooh, let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, I am Bloodlust King. I am a VTuber here on Twitch, and I am obviously the emotional support introvert for Tony on the Wonderarium. And I am a tech god. It's fine. This is just my role in life.
So I can blame you for my Discord crashing?
Yes.
I need to have a certain talking to you. A PCS set on fire.
God.
Tony,
Alright.
what's your stuff?
Real quick, yeah. So
Tony.
I literally have to go. So hi, I'm Tony. Tony will edit. Sage is upset at their niece. And also trying to figure out, very confused and very concerned, as we have now split up, and there's dangerous shit tearing people in half. So
I don't know
Thank you,
what you're
Tony.
talking about. It's totally fine.
Bye, Tony.
Carl, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Carl. Carl is doing good. First of all, you can find me in all the places you can find me. Mostly here. But yeah, no, Carl is uncomfortable with everything being acknowledged. He's more accustomed to either ignoring them or being reassured that they're not there. So having to like actually confront all of them, great. That said, he is happy that he's got all these new friends that are being so cool and open.
Awesome.
Let's throw that to Jolene.
Hello, I am Bright. I play Jolene here on this Monster of the Week miniseries we're doing. You can only find me here on Roll for Respawn. Occasionally you may find me dispersed in other friends' streams, but that is a rare and eclipsical occurrence. So,
Good word. Good word.
but other than that, yeah. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We're going to be Thirsty Gayin on Thursday tomorrow, and we're going to be playing some Baldur's Gate 3, and it's going to be amazeballs. And then I shall finally pass it to the lovely Darkness.
Hey, I am Darkness. I am playing Vivri, the divorced aunt who just kind of got dragged into this. because she wants her next hit. Um,
You done
she's
goofed.
very concerned with Minerva right now because this thing is strong, very strong. And Petrie does not have strong powers. So, or a very good weapon.
Can I
Like,
pet that dog?
literally just a knife that's not supposed to be used for any damage. So, yeah, and I am Darkness. I'm pretty much only ever on here. Haven't really done anything in a bit with everyone, even though I love to.
Yeah.
But I am an exclusive. And then let's head over to our wonderful, it's not DM here. What is it?
Keeper.
Our
Keeper.
keeper.
Hello, I have been your keeper today. I am just Brett. I am so grateful that I'm able to run this game again with these lovely people. I've been trying to stream every day, Monday through Friday, but with the current live things, it's been less than this. But I'll be live tomorrow, and we'll see what I'll be doing there. But thank you so much to those that came by. We're so appreciative. Check out our YouTube where we have a couple of different shows we've done. It should be a good time over there. And as always,
Check out our merch.
check out our merch.
Check out our Patreon.
Check out our Patreon.
Check out our links, yo.
Yeah.
Please.
We
All
have
of
Please do it.
them.
We'll see
Remember,
you next
if
time.
if you provide, Brett can take a nap.
That is true. I will be allowed to sleep finally.
It's only been 2 years.
It's fine. It's fine.
9.
Night, guys.
Good night.
Night.